Before dawn on the steppe, breath turns to mist as banners stir. Riders steel themselves for a day that will change history. Rawhide tightens under weathered hands. Every knot, every strap, a ritual learned through hardship and countless raids. Horses sense the storm to come. Tack creaks softly, a language of readiness older than any empire. A young commander in a fur deal surveys the fog. He stands small against the horizon, and yet larger than fate. Bowstrings are checked, lamellar plates tightened. The oxblood banner marks a promise: strike fast, vanish faster. He was outnumbered, outmatched, but never outwilled. Across the field, ranks thicken like a brewing storm. Horns answer drums, and fear moves through men like wind. The ground remembers yesterday's dead. Cloth, hoofprints, splinters, warnings pressed into earth for anyone who can read them. Signals pass with nods and hands, no wasted breath. Discipline is the shield that breaks larger armies. Their line is triple-ranked and proud. Ours is thinner, by design. Pride is heavy, speed is not. Reins gather, leather groans. One pull frees 1,000 hooves, but not yet, not yet. This battle would turn a boy into a legend. Standards snap hard in the cold. Horses dance in place, sensing the cue to turn chaos into plan. From above, files look neat, almost fragile. But those lines are springs, coiled to strike and recoil. Hands dusted with chalk grip sinew cords. Arrowheads glint like small, patient storms. At the beat's drop, lances dip. Tension blooms in chests and in reins. Timing is everything. Then motion, pure and blinding. Hooves tear clods. Riders lean into a wind they intend to create. Jaw set, cloak whipping, he reads the field like a map of debts to be collected. Spears bristle across from us. They look strong. They look scared. Both can be used. The first volley writes its arc across the gray sky. Arrows speak quicker than any envoy. Smoke twists as shafts slice the light. Confusion makes men tall, then suddenly very small. Impacts splinter shields. Wood explodes into grit. Formations fray where fear finds a seam. We feign the break, riders turning away, backs inviting pursuit. The oldest trick is the freshest wound. Quivers thin, fingers move faster. The surest way home is through one more perfect shot. Pennons whip as lances crash. The earth trembles like a drum stretched to ripping. Dust becomes a curtain for our exit. Discipline makes retreat look like flight, and flight like bait. Mid-gallop, an arrow leaves as if from stillness. Skill is calm, traveling fast. The chase narrows. Rage shouts, but training whispers louder. Don't fight the river, guide it. We pull them into low ground, where speed turns sticky and choices get worse. Far ridges sprout riders. What was empty becomes a jaw with teeth. The flank hits like weather. Sideways force turns lines into knots. He was outnumbered, outmatched, but never outwilled. Pressure circles inward, each ring closing. A vice invisible to those who only look forward. Steel screams when it meets itself. Sparks draw brief stars in a sky already writing destinies. A rider tumbles in slow sand and breath. War is speed that pauses to count its price. More arrows streak through gaps, turning silhouettes into ghosts, and ghosts back into men. Their sigil burns in the wind. Viewer discretion advised. History is not gentle with its lessons. Close, chaotic cuts, yet restraint holds. We show enough to tell the truth, not to drown in it. This battle would turn a boy into a legend. A standard falls face first into ash. Morale is a flame. Stomp once, and it gutters. Reserves crest the skyline. Sunlight flares, so does the certainty of who will write the tale. He points to a seam opening in their shield wall. Decision travels down the line like lightning. Breaths turn ragged, helmets skew. The first to glance back often leads the retreat. A wedge forms and bites forward, each step hammered by the drum's iron logic. From the ashes of war, a Khan was born. Shields drop. The field becomes a scatter of choices. Most are bad, ours deliberate. Dust rises like a wall behind the trapped. The circle tightens from rumor to reality. Blades thud into soil between strikes. Even killers need somewhere to breathe. Knees touch ground, hands open. Silence creeps in like a tide with no moon. Cloaks settle. The sound of victory is mostly absence. He stops before the kneeling. Power is measured not by noise, but by how still men become. Resolve hardens in his gaze. Legends begin as promises kept under impossible odds. From the ashes of war, a Khan was born. Embers drift as the sun crowns him. Triumph tastes of smoke and iron. Title: The Battle That Made Genghis Khan. A moment framed for those who come after. Subscribe for more untold wars and tactics. Short, sharp, and unflinching. New episodes weekly. History that rides hard but thinks harder. Subscribe now to stay in the saddle. Your support sharpens the next story.